Getting settled here.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show, brought to you by New Day Healing at newdayhealing.net and Be More Clean colon hydrotherapy at bemoreclean.com. We share the latest healing products, research, healing practices, and remedies to enhance physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. We're broadcasting globally over the internet every Saturday from 11 a.m. to noon Arizona time. All radio show podcasts can be viewed and heard live on demand 24/7 at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Spreaker, and on our website at healthygrocerradio.com. Should you have any health-related questions or comments regarding our discussion today, please join us live or email your questions to info@healthygrocerradio.com. And remember, health is your greatest wealth.
Welcome to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show. I'm Kenyatta Turner, your host. Hey, how you doing, everybody out there? Hey, how you doing, Stephanie?
How you doing, Kenyatta? Welcome back to you this time.
Yes, right. And we have Danielle with us here. I'm gonna tell you all about her in just a hot second. But for those of you watching, I want to say hello, happy Saturday. Welcome to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show. My name is Kenyatta Turner. I am your host. I am with Freedom Empire Consulting, and I'm here with my co-host Stephanie Stanley with Pharmacists for Humanity. And we are going to jump into it in a moment. I'll tell you what our topic is. I'll tell you a little bit about our guest that we have here today, and we are going to jump right into it. I'm so excited because this particular guest, now I almost want to say, Stephanie, that we had her on as our guest like our first or second show, I think last June.
The very first Saturday in June, if I can remember, and she brought us goodies.
Yes, and we're going to talk about some of those goodies. So here we are almost a year later.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you about her, and you may have heard her voice. When you hear it, you'll be like, oh,
right. Yeah, there she is.
Right, there she is. So let me tell you a little bit about this. So our topic today is Jnantik Mayan Super Seed with Danielle. Now, this is Danielle Del Castillo. This is our very special guest. She's the founder of Jnantik Superfood. She is a holistic health coach, mother of 4, loves to, me and Elizabeth were saying you had like 22 or 36 kids. And we realized it's only 4, right? So, mother of 4, loves to support mothers and families around empowered health decisions, sharing the Maya seed with those who are interested in alkalizing nutrient defense coffee alternative. So those of you who drink coffee, listen up, because Danielle is going to be telling you some things you may want to hear about. So Danielle, welcome to the show. We're glad you're here.
Absolutely. And happy Mother's Day to you, Danielle.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
We're excited. And I really think it was like the first show.
It was the first show.
We got the picture with us all. Hey, it
was the flagship. Yeah, I remember. Correct. Yeah, very vividly. Yeah.
So here we are, full circle. And this is so exciting as we make some transitions here and bring in Danielle for this conversation. Yeah. And, I want to jump right. Oh, wait, first off, before I say anything like that, I want to let people know how to find information on Jnantik and how to spell it.
Yeah, exactly.
Put in the chat if you want to guess how to spell it, but then I'll tell you how to spell it. You can learn more at www.jnantik.com, and that's Jnantik. Jnantik. Is that right, Danielle? Am I pronouncing it correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Jnantik.com. And remember, listeners, this show is for you, our listening audience. So please join us with any questions or comments you have. You can literally go to our Facebook live page or Facebook page, because we are broadcasting live right there right now.
Interact with us.
And chat with us. And I think we're on Twitter too live. So if you happen to be on Twitter, then you can message us there, but you can message us on Facebook if you've got questions or anything like that, and we'll make sure we get those answered for you. So let's jump into it. I am going to pass it over to Stephanie, because I'm sure she's got a bunch of questions, and we want to learn more about Jnantik, and I even have some of it here with me right now that I will show when it's time.
Oh, nice. So I'm jealous. I drank all of mine. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Danielle, almost a year later, what do you want us to tell us about, yourself, your journey with the Mayan seed, and how did you discover it?
Well, it was shared with me. My husband is from Mexico, and we used to live there. And we had our first child over 10 years ago.
Okay.
And we were visiting with his great grandmother, and
Oh.
I really had trouble. I was a young mom. I was just struggling overall, tired, and like had no idea what I was doing. And so I struggled with breastfeeding, but I really, really wanted to. So she just saw how much I was struggling when I was nursing him and all that. And she was like, you need to get her that Maya seed tea. So I started to drink it. My mother-in-law found me some. I drank it and felt like really, ooh, this is nice. Like it had that coffee flavor to it because the seed is roasted and ground, but I felt like grounded. I had a full feeling in my breast. I was able to produce more milk.
Oh, wow.
And I was really excited about that. And so I just kept drinking it and drinking it. I brought some home with me, shared it with friends, and people were like, ooh, this is nice. And I didn't really think much of it. I wasn't going to try to start a business or anything. I just enjoyed it and appreciated it. And then I came across a community in Mexico that was wild harvesting it.
Oh.
So I got to see the trees because it's all wild harvested. It's all from, trees that grow wild. You can't farm it. It's like beyond organic, paleo, all this stuff. And so I was like, oh, wow, these are 150-foot tall trees. They're beautiful. And you pick up the seeds from the ground, roast them, grind them, and then you're good to go. You can even boil them, eat them in many different ways. The bark is medicinal. The leaves are medicinal. It's just like an incredible tree. So, so yeah, then I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll work with this community and bring some in and start sharing it. And then, just started getting some local customers here. Like Pomegranate Cafe was one of my first customers. So yeah, so that's just kind of how it all started.
Okay. When did you find out about that community? Like, how long was it after? And then you made the connection. Wow, this could go into the market and help other women.
Yeah, so I believe it was when my baby was 1.
Oh, okay.
And my first, I was back in this town in Mexico, and I saw that they were selling it there, and I was like, oh. So I kind of asked around, and then they're like, oh yeah, they harvest the trees, are not too far, and so we went and visited that area, and I don't know, it was like a whole fun adventure because then they introduced us to a different area, which was like a 6-hour drive, but it was more up in the like it's called the Biosphere Reserve in the mountains of Jalisco. And so it's just this beautiful area that's really untouched. And the trees grow along a stream. And I don't know, it was like a wonderful experience. And I really felt good about working with that community. It's like a good supplemental income for families around there to harvest and get the seed, and then they all bring it to this one guy, and him and his family do the roasting, and and like it's a whole process. The seeds got to dry in the sun for like 20 days, and
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So go ahead.
I wanted to back up for a moment because you said something interesting that about, you said you were having trouble breastfeeding, but then you started drinking it and it helped you be able to breastfeed. What is it that you think about the seed and the drinking of it that helped that process?
I mean, it's known. So this is like an ancient Maya superfood. This has been consumed by indigenous communities around these trees for centuries. And it's been known as a galactagogue. And a galactagogue is a
galactagogue.
It's just something
new word.
Yeah, so they even give it to cattle to help with their dairy, to help them produce milk. So it's really cool. Just I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it's really nutrient dense and it helps us out with the production.
Wow. Okay. I just wanted to make a note of that because I was like, wait, go back to what, and I didn't realize there was something specific about it that like they would give it to cows to even help, produce, milk. So it's got this reproductive properties in it that I think is a powerful thing to just notate. I don't know. For those of you listening, you catch that? You know what I mean? So if you out there are, breastfeeding or and struggling or know someone who is and they haven't tried this, then wow, this is probably the one thing they haven't tried that could probably just help them out.
Right,
I'm always letting
Can you spell galactagogue? How do you spell that?
I just tried to spell it.
Wait, what did you say, Danielle?
Galactagogue. It's GLATOGOGUE, I believe.
Oh, okay.
We're doing a spelling
That
test.
sounds right. That sounds right.
You put it in Google, they'll pull it up. Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically the lactation, that's the lactation because of producing with the milk, lactation. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting. Any other properties, since it's basically dealing with, pregnant women, motherhood, does it help with the uterus afterwards, getting back to where it used to be before it was, growing a baby, or any other particular properties?
Mhm.
There's
And
a lot of
what if
good
I'm not a mom? So what about that too?
Yeah.
How's it helping me?
So it's nutrient dense. I
Okay.
just tell people it's like a nutrient dense energy, right? So instead of caffeine, you're just getting the fact that it grows in really nutrient dense soil. You're getting magnesium, calcium, a lot of tryptophan, which is like helps produce serotonin in your brain.
Right.
Mm.
Okay.
It just gives you like a good relaxed feeling, like grounding, but also alert. Like it's an adaptogen. So
Mm.
means, the plant, any adaptogen means that the plant had to adapt to maybe more extreme environments. So it helps you to do the same thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like you could have it at nighttime before bed, or you could have it in the morning, and whatever your body is asking for and needs, it's going to help you with that.
Mm.
Well, I know for me particularly, I can't drink it if I'm trying to go to bed.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way for my body because it has me jazzed. Like I get, I'm feeling good in good kind of jazz, but definitely I've got energy. I couldn't just drink it at night. I wouldn't want to drink it at night if I was trying to go to bed. For me, it doesn't work that way.
Mm. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember it was a great pick me up. So that's true. But I haven't tried it before bed, but I will, because I think it would probably work for me.
Mm.
Like, yeah, I can go because I can drink regular coffee and go to sleep. So I'm sure that would work too. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Let's see. So I want to ask about, let's see. Okay, so we have the seed. Can you cook with it? Because I know, you do our kitchen corners. Like, how do you use it in your meals or smoothies, or, what effect does that have?
Yeah, you can definitely add it to smoothies. You can bake with it. Like I think
Okay.
it goes really well with cacao. So I like to make brownies or cookies with it.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, you can just like add it in, a little tablespoon into whatever you're making. Yeah, and here's like a little packet right here.
Oh, okay, yes, exactly. Yes, cinnamon. Okay, wow.
And I
Okay.
still have the big packet that you gave me. It's almost done though. But this is what it looks like.
Ooh, she
Yeah.
got a big one.
And
Okay.
look at how beautiful. I just love the packaging of this, Danielle. I
artwork.
just love it's so pretty. And on the back, like you guys just did a super sweet job just making it. I don't know. Packaging is a lot. So anyway, I'm like trying to show it to the camera. You guys can't read that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Alkalizing, not acidic.
Not acidic, yeah.
Stuff. Tells you how to make it, which I need to understand because I'm like, where's the instructions? They're like right there, easy to read.
Right.
And so, yeah, and it's got a very interesting taste. Like it's unlike anything. I mean, it has obviously it's unique seed, so but it's got a really cool taste that I can't really compare to. It is coffee like, but then not at all. In the same token, it's more like a tea. I don't know. It just has its own thing. I like it. It's hard to explain. Y'all have to try it.
You have to try it. Exactly. Yes, that's right.
It smells good too.
Oh yeah, the aroma. Also too, since you brought up the package with the alkalizing and not acidic, Danielle, if you would go into that, because that's a very good point with these drinks in general, but especially coffee and coffee substitute.
Right.
Drinks. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, coffee is very acidic for our bodies. And actually, if you're drinking or eating an acidic diet, it can take calcium from your bones. And so this is actually with calcium, it actually helps people with osteoporosis and just with bone building. It's like, and people with tummy issues because of caffeine, because personally, when I drink coffee, it'll give me like a stomach ache. I'll just feel like, oh, like it kind of turns in the stomach, and this is soothing to the stomach. So that's just like that nice. It's like the antidote. It's kind of, what you're trying to get away from drinking coffee, it's kind of going to help bring everything back into balance or maintain balance,
Right. And that's that adaptogenic quality that does it. That's good. Yeah. Adaptogen herbs or adaptogen, any nutraceuticals or nutrients are very good because it knows what your body needs and, turns to the left or turns to the right. Yeah. To balance things out. That's good. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess that's,
I think,
sure.
Well, I think it's a perfect time for a quick break.
Okay.
Right? You're listening to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show, and we are going to come back in a couple of moments after our very important messages. We'll talk more with Danielle Del Castillo about Jnantik Mayan Super Seed, which is a coffee alternative. So we'll be back in a few moments after these important messages.
Are you tired of losing the same 10 pounds over and over again? Then Break the Chains of Dieting by David Medansky is for you. Break the Chains of Dieting provides hope for you to finally lose weight and keep it off without going on a diet, without exercising, and without having to count calories. For less than you'd spend on a pizza, this book gives you the solution you've been looking for. Available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and antidietadvocate.com. Order your copy today.
Bloated? Constipated? Wish there was a way to find relief without nasty side effects. Colon hydrotherapy is an ancient natural practice that gently cleanses the colon with filtered water. Be More Clean specializes in colon hydrotherapy and customized holistic nutrition built for you. Stop by Be More Clean on Scottsdale Road in Thomas or visit our website at BeMoreClean.com for all your holistic wellness needs.
Life is about flowing. Our life depends upon the flow and balance of fluids within the body. Maintaining balance and harmony on all levels in life is the ideal way to live. Michael's cholesterol metabolism factors and Michael's blood pressure factors allow for the flow of life to progress in balance and harmony. Let Michael's cholesterol metabolism factors and Michael's blood pressure factors be factors in your flow in the enjoyment of life.
Do you ever feel stuck, frustrated, or just know you could be doing more with your life? Dream Smart Academy is a place where everyone can discover who they were made to be behaviorally, uncover their unique behavioral superpowers, and unleash them upon your world. Visit the Dream Smart Academy today at dreamsmartacademy.com or call Jeff Morris, the Chief Dream Maker, at 760-415-1071.
Life is exciting, fun, and full of adventure, but sometimes it can be unpredictable. When the unexpected hits and you feel trapped in a financial pinch, trust UPI Loan Fund. We operate with integrity and aim to get our lenders back to living life without worrying about hidden fees and high interest rates. When life throws you a curveball, call UPI Loan Fund for low interest loans that you can trust. Learn more. Visit our website, upiloanfund.us. That's UPILOANFUND.us.
Are you looking to ditch caffeine, or do you enjoy coffee but want a delicious caffeine-free cup in the afternoon? Give Jnantik Maya Seed Coffee Alternative a try. A nutrient-rich coffee alternative using one ingredient, the roasted and ground Maya seed, a superfood sourced from Mexico that is alkalizing to the body and high in nutrients, giving you a sustainable nutrient-based energy that your body craves. You can buy on Jnantik.com. That's JNANTIK.com.
Spiritual awakening is the process of becoming more in touch with your spiritual core. It is a wonderful journey that is unique for each individual. New Day Healing believes that spiritual, physical, and emotional awakening are all intertwined to create the beautiful beings that we are. New Day Healing offers a wide selection of world music, awakening radio, wellness tools in their spirit shop, and more. Check out their website at newdayhealing.net.
Welcome back to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show. My name is Kenyatta Turner. I am your host with Freedom Empire Consulting. I'm here with my co-host Stephanie Stanley with Pharmacists for Humanity. And today our topic is Jnantik Mayan Super Seed. We're here with Danielle Del Castillo, founder of Jnantik Superfood. And she is a holistic health coach, mother of four, loves to support mothers and families around empowered health decisions and sharing the Maya seed with those who are interested in an alkalizing I say that right? Alkalizing, nutrient dense coffee alternative. So we are back into the game. We want to talk more about Jnantik and Danielle and learn more about this delicious Mayan super seed.
Yes. So, question. I guess maybe I got a little bit like, is Jnantik the name of the seed, or is that the name of your company, or is that one and the same?
No, it's the name of the company.
Okay.
Jnantik actually means mother in one of the Mayan dialects, actually in southern Mexico.
How apropos! Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was inspired to start this company because of how much it helped me as a mother and with the milk, and it's great for pregnancy. And so that was my biggest motivation behind sharing this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jnantik means mother.
I'm
Duly
gonna say
noted.
that
Writing that down.
now. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because in the first segment, what she has, she going to share something.
Oh, I know it says it on one of my packets.
Oh, it does. Okay, I don't think I never read it. A package.
It says it on the
Yeah, I'm reading it now too. I'm like, does it say that?
Nice. Okay.
I think it says it because we have.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We have a different packaging that says Mother's Tea on it, and it's the same thing, which is highlighting.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
about to serve myself a cup.
Oh, see,
So,
that's what we got last year. Remember, Kenyatta?
Yes.
Studio and something else she had too. I think it was 2 drinks she had.
Well, here's one thing I learned too, because you've got the little packets. Because I remember you gave us a couple of those. Like you have one flavor that had, I think, cinnamon, and then maybe a mocha. Mine I have right here. I think is just not flavored. I think it's just straight flavored. But I was drinking. You gave a couple little packets, and where you can just add water, right, and kind of stir it up, and you can drink it that way. But I realized that when I did get a French press, and I did it in a French press, then that's better for me, because I don't have, because it doesn't just totally dissolve in the water. At least I wasn't doing it right, because that wasn't happening, right? And obviously, I could drink this, I could drink that if I wanted to. It's not going to harm me. But when I got the French press, I was able just to control that better. And it's like, oh, okay, I see how, because everyone has their own thing they need, right? So the French press is really helpful for me, and it's really good.
Yeah,
that's a good tip. Okay, I would have never thought about that.
Yeah, the French press. So it doesn't dissolve it's not like an instant coffee. It doesn't dissolve the seed. So it goes to the bottom of your cup, or you can strain it or French press it. So that's why I was showing you the French press. And some people who drink it every day and really enjoy, enjoy the seed. Some people like to eat the seed at the bottom of the cup. So it's just kind of like personal preference.
Yeah, I would say personal preference, because I did try it and I was like, not for Kenyatta. But so speaking of after you have brewed it, or, it's done, like coffee grounds, there's like a million different uses for used coffee grounds. So what about the Maya seed?
That's right.
What do you recommend? You could, are you having ideas what to do with it after it's done?
Yeah, no wasting.
Yeah, I do recommend people baking with it afterwards.
Oh, she said that. Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're gonna make a smoothie with it, it goes well with banana, cacao.
Oh wow.
Like more of like a protein shake type of thing. Or
I've not put it in my smoothie.
And I know people who have made like, how you can do a chocolate pudding, put it in there, like avocado chocolate pudding.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, I think I made a recipe with it one of these days. But
yeah,
like avocado, cacao, maple syrup, and then you blend it, and it becomes like a pudding.
Of course, Danielle would know that.
Corner talk there.
Right. It goes well. Yeah, it goes well with like and cookies. I think chocolate chip cookies.
So let me clarify something. Like you mentioned a smoothie, and I do like to make my smoothie. So would you recommend using the seed? Would you recommend using the grounds after having brewed it or before in a smoothie?
Either way with smoothies. I mean,
either one.
It's like personal preference. Yeah. And then also it's kind of wet, so it goes well in the smoothie, and then in baked goods as well. Either before or after.
Doesn't matter. I will be trying that.
Yeah. I could see that going well in like hearty stews in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm. The
Yeah.
cool thing about it, I mean, not with the roasted one, but I've tried it boiled, just like the seed boiled when I've been there, and
Okay.
it tastes kind of like a mashed potato
See, look at
ish
that.
consistency.
Yeah.
And I've even had people make ceviche with it, like
Oh.
boiled and then cut up with a bunch of veggies. It's interesting.
So,
Oh.
so how big? What's the size of the seed?
It's like the size of a macadamia nut, maybe.
Oh, that big.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's like
bigger
a
than a coffee bean.
circular seed. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got plenty of pictures on my Instagram and website and stuff to show you the
Mhm.
seed.
The actual seed.
Okay. Okay. Wow.
And I just did on my Instagram like a video, a reel of me like harvesting it there, so you can see what the tree looks like, the seed, everything in the roasting
I'm gonna
process.
check that out.
So
So
that's
for
great.
for the listeners, what is your Instagram?
At Jnantik Superfood. Jnantik Superfood. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Follow her on Insta. Okay, go look and see her doing the reels and everything.
Do what I can.
good at that. Yeah, follow her
Right.
so you can take a look at that. Because now I want to go and look because I haven't seen that yet.
Mhm.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it where I'm
that's
gonna go
good.
and see what that process looks like. It's very cool.
Wow.
Love it.
Do you have a recipe book with all of these recipes? Because like we're listening, in between, like, we hear you, but it's like I want to focus in now since we have you here live.
Mhm.
Let's
Mhm.
refocus on what you're talking about, at least for myself, to
Right.
try these recipes because, like, this superfood seems like it can go, for sweet, savory, all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I do have recipes again on Instagram, and then I have like a blog
Okay.
on my website that's got a couple things. So yeah, it's like one of those things I wanted to do is make a recipe book, and I'm
Okay,
doing
not yet.
this alongside with 4 kids.
Okay, sure. Okay, that's fine. We can find
What,
it.
are you busy? Are you trying to say you're busy? What are you talking about?
You don't look busy.
I need help. Okay, guys, I need help.
What's
Okay.
the age range of your kids, Danielle?
A 1-year-old, 4, 8, 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Nice
you're a
little
busy
spread.
mom. You're a busy Jnantik.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at you, Stephanie.
I'm trying, okay? I know it means mother.
Yeah.
You're a busy Jnantik. That's cute. Love it. New word for the day, check.
That's right. Yeah, and it has meaning.
Oh, wait,
for
2
mother.
new words, galactagogue.
Yeah, that's right too. Yeah.
So check
Yeah.
and check.
That's kind of cosmic. Yeah, cosmic mother. There it is. Yeah, lactation milk, the Milky Way. You see how
Right.
that all comes together?
I
Yeah.
think, did I say
Yeah.
that? It is galactagogue. Is that right?
You did it.
Galactagogue. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at me. Yes.
Yes. And with the motherhood and Mother's Day is tomorrow. And then we have, you with your children and your kitchen corner. How do you, let's go with the children. How do you keep your family, your children healthy with this and then other things you do because you're, a mom and this is what you do?
Mm-hmm. I make everything at home, and we don't do restaurants really. It's like I feel like everything is quicker and cheaper when you make everything at home, and I know what ingredients go in the food, and just like cut up fruit. We like to make smoothies. We like to make stuff together, and then they really like the Jnantik. They love tea parties and like to put like plenty of honey in it, and I've got this creamer here that I like. It's like a cinnamon flavored,
Ooh,
Okay.
superfood cinnamon cream. Ooh, delicious.
like coconut milk in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so just have fun.
I have a coconut almond milk that I get at I think it's at Trader Joe's that I like to put in it, and it's just tasty. Just a little bit of something in it, but it's really good.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just having them by my side in the kitchen has always been a thing. So
Okay. Having them alongside you, teaching them what to do. And okay.
yeah,
Is
my
it-
10-year-old is like a little chef now. I'm proud of
Oh, okay. All right.
I
So you
mean, they
get
all
this-
kind of make stuff now, but yeah, my 8-year-old made me a mango smoothie this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
teach them young,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There's some relief there. So are there any tricks on, with this lady getting our husbands in the kitchen, doing some of the cooking or the helping with the holistic way of preparing food?
Mm-hmm.
Any tricks or tips with that?
With getting the husband in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Making
mean,
it a family affair.
luckily my husband likes to cook, so
Oh,
that was
okay,
one thing I
good.
liked about him when I met him. But he, I definitely do more, but he will take over when needed, and I just like we're a team, So you need to take care of this today. I need to take care of this today. We just kind of flow with our days, and um, he's got certain things. He's really good at like chopping vegetables and
He's the
things like
perfect.
that. He does it way better than me. He's just like more of a perfectionist and more, and I'm more blah, just like kind of cut, throw. I don't think about it too much. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I think I think that's okay. Let's see here. We got something here with the okay, with the children and the seeds and everything. So let's move to your business that you work with people as a health coach. And how do you um go about doing that, clients and helping them with their journey in health and wellness?
Mm-hmm. So I have my other business, Nutritiousness, which
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Love
it,
that
it
name.
was a name I came up with like 11 years ago. But I was working in holistic health and wanting to. What kind of got my journey was consciousness around what I was eating. Like the more I learned about what was in my food, how it grew, all this, I was like, okay, I don't want that in my body. I do want this in my body. So the more I learned about nutrition, like nutrition consciousness, deliciousness, like all those words together and things, how
Nutritious.
good it can taste. Was something I just really wanted to share with others. So I'm still in that process of learning to work with people because, I try something and then I get pregnant again and then life is full, And so right now I'm doing like a mother's group where we meet
Oh, good.
on Zoom a couple times a month. And it's just like supporting each other. I'll do like online cooking classes. I've been learning to do like the online stuff lately.
Right.
But definitely like to do in-person things too. So
That's really cool. I love the name Nutritiousness. I think I love it's fabulous. And that's cool that you're doing things with moms, and you have so much to share and inspire, other mothers who, are looking for, alternatives to, food and taking care of their bodies and their families and their kids. I can see people just love probably being on those Zooms with you, so keep that up. And then online, I mean, you can reach so many people. So that's powerful, as well.
International.
As people are getting in person more. Now, what state do you live in? I don't even remember. Where are you at? Are you
I'm
here?
in Arizona.
You are in Arizona. Okay. I can't remember. Well, I know sometimes you're in Mexico too. So
Yeah,
I was like,
right.
I couldn't remember where.
Yeah, right now I'll be in Mexico this summer.
Okay,
Oh,
got it.
okay.
I was trying to think of where home was. Well, now you were talking about your skills in the kitchen. And so for listeners out there, for those of you who do not know, and maybe have heard our kitchen corner segment, which we are about to go to in just a moment, Danielle Del Castillo is the one who does that. So she's right here, like in the flesh, 2D, so you get to hear her and see her. And every week she's got amazing little recipes about how to just do, I mean, literally, I'm looking at the kitchen corner and I watch and I'm just like, everything you make is so, it's simple in that you make it easy for us to follow along. Usually there's one or two ingredients and that's it. But me being someone who is learning to cook and be a chef, I'm always just fascinated. Like, I never would have thought to put that with that. I never would have thought that that's how you can make a healthier version of this or that. So I just want to tell you, I appreciate you for what you're sharing in the kitchen corner. And I'm sure the listeners and watchers do as well. And so let's take a quick break and go ahead and take a look at what Danielle has to share with us for this week's kitchen corner. We'll be right back in a couple of moments. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Kitchen Corner. I'm your host, Danielle Del Castillo, and I'm here to talk about building health starting in the kitchen. Today, we're going to make one of my favorite South Indian dishes called dosas, which are like crepes made with fermented rice and lentil batter. I usually fill them with a mashed potato filling, but we're going to focus on making just the dosas today. To make the dosa batter, you're going to put 2 cups of rice in a bowl, rinse well, and cover with 4 cups of cold water. You're going to put a half a cup of urad dal, which is lentils, any kind of lentils, and 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds in a small bowl. Rinse well and add cold water to cover. Then you're going to leave both of these bowls to soak for 4 to 6 hours. Drain rice and the dal, and then you're going to put the rice in a food processor, blender, or wet dry grinder and add 1 cup of cold water to grind to a smooth paste. It'll take about 10 minutes, and it may be necessary to work in batches. Repeat the process with the lentil mixture and combine the 2 pastes in a medium mixing bowl. You're going to whisk them together and add enough water to obtain a medium thick batter. You should have about 6 cups of batter, and then you're going to cover the bowl with a kitchen towel and set in a warm place. And then this is where the magic happens. You're going to let it ferment until the surface is bubbly. That'll take about 8 hours. And then afterwards, you're going to stir in a half a teaspoon of salt. Use the batter straight away or refrigerate for later use. So to make the dosas, you're going to set a griddle or cast iron skillet over medium heat. You're going to brush with about 1 teaspoon of vegetable oil or oil of your choice, and then you're going to ladle 1/4 cup of batter in the center of the griddle. Using the bottom of the ladle, you can quickly spread the batter outward in a circular motion to a diameter of about 7 inches. You're going to drizzle a half teaspoon of oil over the top and leave the dosa batter to brown gradually until outer edges begin to look dry, about 2 minutes, cooking on one side only. With a spatula, you're going to carefully loosen the dosa from the griddle, and the bottom should be crisp and beautifully brown. And then you're going to spoon a half cup of potato filling or anything you like inside of the dosa and enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I look forward to sharing more with you next week on the Kitchen Corner.
We are back. Very interesting. So with that, I love just listening to you. So in my mind, I'm visualizing everything you're saying as you're going through. And I love how you're like, when you lift it, it should be beautifully browned. And I'm like, yeah, don't burn it, Kenyatta. Don't burn it. Make sure you have it exactly beautifully brown when you were done. So thank you, Danielle, for that Kitchen Corner segment. Everyone, you are listening to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show. I am your host, Kenyatta Turner with Freedom Empire Consulting, here with my co-host, Stephanie Stanley with Pharmacists for Humanity. And we are talking to Danielle Del Castillo. She is the founder of Jnantik Superfood, a holistic health coach, mother of 4, loves to support mothers and families around empowered health decisions, sharing the Maya seed with those who are interested in an alkalizing, nutrient-dense coffee alternative. Mm-hmm. So let's jump back into it and learn more from Danielle. What's next, Stephanie?
Let's do that. Okay. So Danielle, I was thinking about, how you have your children and, getting them to eat healthier, right? I mean, they're used to it now because you're there. But what about other families and mothers where it's hard to, get the children to eat healthy? Any tips on that? And then I want to go into your holistic health practice for mothers, like your procedure of how you would intake someone and then go through, let's say, like a diet change or care plan for their journey.
Yeah. So I always talk about adding in healthy habits little by little, and that'll kind of crowd out unhealthy ones. So I look at like the holistic approach. It's not just what you're putting in your body, but also like what you're watching, what you're doing with your time, looking at habits. It's just the whole thing, right? So definitely talk about hydration at first, drinking more water, adding in more fruit and veg, just trying out new recipes. And we'll go through, self-love, self-care, all that kind of thing. Just a holistic thing. And then just listening to each other and being like, hey, I'm not alone, because we're in such an individualistic society and it's hard to be a parent right now. And when you don't have your mom and your grandma and your aunt around, like everyone there as it should be, I love like when I am around family and around friends, and it just feels good, and when you're home alone all day with a baby and you're just like going crazy and you're like, I need help, I need to take a nap, or it's like we need support with one another. So
that's right.
I feel like that having that that support, even when it's like, hey, you're not alone, or like, we'll do like around movement, like, hey, did you get some movement in today? Let's support each other, just like a little walk or a little 10-minute yoga flow, or just all the things, right? So all the aspects of holistic health and taking care of ourselves, it's just like we're encouraging each other to do more of that.
Now, you mentioned like the yoga flow or like taking a walk. Now, do you kind of facilitate that on, on the Zoom calls or anything like that? Like, do you kind of teach that, or?
I start every call with a meditation. So I guide everyone through my current program. We're like working through the chakras. So it's like, we're gonna do a heart chakra meditation, and then kind of just like dive into our breath, close our eyes, ground with one another, and it just kind of sets the mood for sharing with each other afterwards. But I share like YouTube videos. That's kind of my thing. I've done so many YouTube workouts because it's free, and you can do like 10. I only have 5 minutes, so 5 minute this and that. 10-minute, I got 30 minutes, and just try to do what I can. Like if the baby's napping or everyone's asleep at night or whatever, you get up before your kids or whatever time you have. And then you can even do stuff like with the kids, there's like do a workout with the baby, or we need to get out of the house. So it's like we walk around the block a lot or go to the park or.
Okay. All right. Wow.
Just like encouraging that. But currently, no, we're not doing like any live yoga classes or anything. Yeah.
I think it's a great idea. Just giving.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think, like you mentioned before, you're like sharing resources, right? Like you said, if you found a great YouTube video about, hey, if you got a 1-year-old, here's how you can work out with your 1-year-old, and maybe the women that you're engaging with that are, coming to you for that support and inspiration, maybe they haven't seen that video yet, or didn't even think to look for a video with, working out with a 1-year-old. You're just kind of sharing, these little things that kind of work for you, and I'm sure they're sharing things as well. What are some of the like tips and ideas that you've gotten from some of the women that you've been working with that you were like, ooh, that's pretty clever, I'll try that?
That's a good question. Yeah, I feel like I'm always being inspired by other people. It's like everyone's got their own way of doing things, and even with Instagram these days, you can see like what other people are up to, and like going to the park, going on hikes, I just love all the outdoor stuff. And, it's like, I feel like Instagram is such a funny thing, as a parent. I'm really glad I didn't have it in high school and things like that. Cause it's like the whole comparing thing. Right. And I've really gotten past that, it's like a certain level, but you can see like, you're like, oh, I'm sure people can see me like in my garden or cooking, and they're like, how does she have time for that? Or like, what the heck? That's not reality, right? It's like I'm only posting the pretty stuff, the nice moments. And I'm actually working on like talking more about the struggle, because it is a struggle. And every day I've got like my moments where I'm like pulling my hair out, and then I've got my moments where it's okay. And, some moms are really good at doing crafts with their kids. Some moms are just like so busy that they can't even think about, so it's just like we all have our different things, our different talents, our different.
Well, okay, so you mentioned crafts. What are you crafty?
Yeah, I'm pretty crafty.
Yeah.
I would like to do more. I feel like right now our focus is music, so we've been learning music together, which is really fun. And we got a little keyboard in the house.
Oh, cool.
So it's just like we've been doing 20 minutes a day of music with the older ones, and kind of learning that skill. It's like every season has like a new skill we work on. So right now,
I love that. So
it's like the things I wish I did when I was little, I can do with them.
You do with them.
Right.
So talk to me more about the music. So you said you have a keyboard. Any other instruments?
Yeah, we've got like a little guitar, a little saxophone. I have an accordion.
Oh, wow.
A little saxophone.
It's like a budding band.
I know. We're going to start a family band.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Who's the drummer? Who's percussion?
My husband's really good at drumming, like the djembe,
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and my kids can do that too. But Yeah.
How fun.
I like to drum as well.
Nice.
I mean, I love music. I love little family playing music. That's cute. Right? It's just fun, fun to make sound. It's such a universal language, I mean, everyone can identify with it and enjoy it and experience it. And
a good stress reliever.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And when you find that moment, it's like the power of the minds come together, even with children, you're working on something together in that moment when it clicks and you can hear it, and everyone probably like looks at each other like, ooh,
there's the rhythm.
We're good.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
When that happens and, and then it's like a fleeting moment sometimes because it doesn't always last for very long, but when it happens, we feel that, we know that. And then something will happen and break it. And everyone's like, someone either gets off beat or something like that, or something changes, but it's really cool when those moments, like in the pocket, we call it, like when everyone's in the pocket, even the 1-year-old's probably like in the pocket with you guys in that moment, in some sort of
in
way.
the zone. Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
I love that.
Good.
So so you mentioned earlier some of the challenges you were talking about, on Instagram, and how sometimes you might see other people's Instagrams and mom's Instagrams where it's just like, it's always the pretty stuff, right? So some of these challenges that, you're all facing that you spend time, chatting with, what's one of the biggest ones? Is it around time and managing that? Or what would you say is some of the common things that, moms are dealing with out there that maybe those who are listening are like, yeah, that's happening to me too?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things when you're becoming a mom is your old life and your new life. So, you're used to being able to do anything you want, anytime type of thing. And then all of a sudden you've got this baby that needs you all the time. And so even just little things like taking a shower feel like a struggle, or, having time to even make food. It's like I have learned the art of like putting the baby on my back, or, wearing them while I'm chopping stuff, or just like figuring out how to all make it work with the needs of a child there. So I think that's a thing, like finding that time and that space to like breathe, where most days I wake up in the morning and I'm just like until they go to bed. And so I do try to find like little moments when I can, but some days just get really busy. And so it's I feel like I've learned ways to feel okay and calm in those moments and really surrender to it and accept it. Like, this is my life, this is what I'm doing. And this is my calling right now, and embracing it. And also just knowing that what my limits are, and knowing like, hey, I need space right now, or, and having a partner is great, because then it's like, hey, I got to go for a walk, or, I'm going to schedule this exercise class this day or whatever. So just like finding that rhythm and what flows for everyone, and making sure that you take that space, because you can go and go and go and not take that space. And then you get to a point where you're going crazy. You just like don't want to see your kids, it's like all this stuff. So really finding that even those like 10-minute moments can really just set a different mood for your day. So organization, time managing, all that stuff is important.
That's right.
Yeah, nurturing yourself, making sure like drinking this Jnantik, it helps.
There you go.
Grounding, and I feel like I have a lot of herbal allies, like certain herbs that I like to have on a daily basis that help with calming, and like I drink different types of herbal teas. I've got just things that I work with because it helps adaptogens and things like that.
Well, Danielle, we're going to take a quick break in a moment. We have to do our vitamin magic segment, but you said something. Well, first off, I want to thank you just so much, because again, you took an hour out of your, life to come and hang out with us.
Here. Yes, exactly.
I feel very honored and very special, I mean, knowing all the things that, you have going on. So just thank you so much for being here and sharing your wisdom with the listeners out there. And then of course, doing our kitchen corner segments, finding time to do that, because I know that people are listening to that and learning new things every week. I know I do. So just thank you, for that. And when we come back, I'd be curious to know some of these herbal remedies that you're talking about that on a day-to-day basis work for you. I'd love to learn more about that when we come back from our break. So listeners, we're going to be right back in a few moments. It is time for our vitamin and sometimes vitamin mineral magic carpet ride with Michael. And so we'll be right back in about 2 minutes. See you in a minute or two.
Hi, and welcome to another informative vitamin mineral magic carpet ride. This week, we're going to be talking about zinc, and it is absolutely, and I think I mentioned this last week, essential for optimal immune functions. Zinc is also necessary for diabetics because it is a component of insulin, and also it binds to the insulin and helps enhance its activity, and that will help lower sugar in the bloodstream, because too much sugar in the bloodstream turns to acid. The acid can eat away at the nerve endings, thus create the blindness. And also, too much sugar in the bloodstream impedes circulation, which then sets the body up for diabetic ulcers, especially in the ankles and the feet. Zinc also plays a fundamental role in normal tissue development, along with A, and it helps in cell division, mitosis, when one cell becomes two and so on. Also helps in protein building, as well as collagen formation, along with vitamin C. So you can see that zinc is an essential nutrient. It's also essential in the synthesis of nucleic acids, which control the formation of different proteins in the cell. And I think I told you this before, that the body runs on proteins and enzymes, and that your B vitamins are technically coenzymes and are involved in all of the enzymatic processes that help the body to function. Zinc is also related to the normal absorption and action of the B complex vitamins, as well as A and E and C. More about this next week.
Welcome back to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show. Thank you, Michael, for our vitamin mineral magic carpet ride and learning about zinc and all of its properties. I'm Kenyatta Turner, the host of the Healthy Grocer Radio Show. I'm also the founder of Freedom Empire Consulting. I'm here with my co-host, Stephanie Stanley, who is a holistic pharmacist with Pharmacists for Humanity. And we have been talking about Jnantik Mayan Superseed with Danielle Del Castillo, and she is the founder of Jnantik Superfood. Here is what we are talking about. It is tea and coffee alternative. She also is a holistic health coach, mother of 4, loves to support mothers and families around empowered health decisions, sharing the Maya seed with those who are interested in an alkalizing, nutrient-dense coffee alternative. And right before we went to break, she was mentioning some of the herbs that she likes to take during the day to help balance and keep herself calm. She's got 4 kids, right? She needs to find some things that are, definitely going to be healthy and helpful for her. So we wanted to dig more into that. So
yes,
spill the beans, Danielle.
Other superfoods.
Yeah.
All right. I was trying to find a document that I created for my mothers, but I really like to start my day with some tea. I have a mix. There's just different herbs I use, like lemon balm, lavender, nettle, oat straw, even chamomile, just things that are helping to like calm the nerves throughout the day. And then for balancing hormones and your thyroid, I like rhodiola.
What are these things?
Ashwagandha.
Yes.
There's a lot of different herbs that are helpful, that are just, the nervines, that help with your nervous system. I feel like for so many people, our nervous systems are just shot because we go.
Yeah, right.
So all the things that can help with my nervous system coming back. And even yesterday, I feel like I was going. And then I just like told myself, I'm like, my nervous system needs a moment, it just can be like, so I just try to take a moment to breathe.
Yeah.
Breath helps a lot. Sunshine. I feel like I need sunshine every day.
Every day.
Yeah. It's like, I'm kind of been out of practice, but I really do try to get outside first thing before anything and just like put my feet in the ground and feel the sun and take a couple breaths and say thank you to the rising sun and all that. So
absolutely,
just those little things, hearing the birds, you know.
Reconnecting to
mindful.
Mother Nature. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. You mentioned one rubiola. What was that one?
Rhodiola.
Rhodiola. Okay. I don't think I've heard of that one. The others I've heard of. So okay, that's really interesting. Rhodiola. Okay, I have to look that up. Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. It says here, I'm just like looking quickly, it helps with treating fatigue, weakness, and other symptoms, increases energy, stamina, strength. So it's something that's really nice in the morning. You don't want to take it at night because it is energizing.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, it's great for people who do drink a lot of coffee and their adrenals are just out, you know, because coffee, the thing about caffeine is every day it's borrowed energy. It's not true energy. So, yeah. So
your energy.
Yeah. So, you know, anything that can support your adrenal system when you're recovering from maybe a coffee addiction or trying to get off the coffee or drink even coffee drinks or sugar, just all the things that stimulate us. It's nice to put things in your body that are going to help regulate.
I think that makes sense.
That's good.
I love it. I love this conversation that we have. We are almost at the top of the hour. It went by so fast. I'm like, what? I'm still learning, right? We just learned about rubiola, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Notes, right? So Danielle, it's been amazing having you on the show. We've been talking to Danielle Del Castillo. She's the founder of Jnantik Superfood, a holistic health coach, mother of 4, loves to support and mothers and families around empowered health decisions, sharing the myasee with those who are interested in alkalizing nutrient-dense coffee alternative. This is a sample of what she does and what she sells. I've got my little bag here. Look at this. This is what it looks like. You can go to www.jnantik.com. That's JNANTIC.com. And you can also, pardon me?
TIK.
What'd I say? TIC. Yeah, that's what I said. No, I'm joking. Yes, JNANTIK. Thank you for correcting me on
with
that.
The K, yes.
Yes, with a K. And then also you can follow, I think the Insta was Jnantik Superfood, right? At Jnantik Superfood.
Yes.
And so what's your last closing statement before we wrap up the show right now? What should people know? One final sentence.
Love and take care of yourself. You've got your body, it's your temple. And when you treat it right, you're going to live a more fulfilled life.
Perfect. Yep. I love it. Mic drop. Yep. Boom.
That's right.
Yes, Danielle, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Stephanie, thank you as well. Obviously, as my co-host, this is Stephanie Stanley, holistic pharmacist with Pharmacists for Humanity. I'm Kenyatta Turner with Freedom Empire Consulting. You're listening to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show. Tune in next week for another exciting wellness topic. And if you missed any of today's show or just want to listen in again because it was so fabulous, or go back to that recipe that Danielle's also the creator of our Kitchen Corner segment. I want to mention that as well. So you're getting to see her here in the 2D flesh. You can listen to all the show podcasts can be viewed or heard live on demand 24/7. We're on Facebook, Twitter, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Spotify, all the places, Apple, all the things you can find us. And until next Saturday at 11 a.m. Arizona time, thank you so much for listening to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show. Thanks everyone for being here. And remember, health is your greatest wealth. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Danielle.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
You've been listening to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show, brought to you by New Day Healing at newdayhealing.net and Be More Clean colon hydrotherapy at bemoreclean.com. Thanks for listening today, and please check us out on your favorite social media sites so you can meet our friend Perry Pearhead and stay up to date with the latest natural products, health news, natural remedies, health retailer and community spotlights, and much more. The Healthy Grocer would love to hear from you regarding previous shows, improving the show, or letting us know what topics you'd like to discuss. So please feel free to contact us live, on air, or email your questions to info@healthygrocerradio.com. All radio show podcasts can be viewed and heard live or on demand 24/7 at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Spreaker, and on our website at healthygrocerradio.com. And remember, Health is your greatest wealth.
Okay. I think we're still live. I'm trying to.
Oh, stop the live.
You've been listening to the Healthy Grocer Radio Show, brought to you by New Day Healing at newdayhealing.net and Be More Clean colon hydrotherapy at bemoreclean.com. Thanks for listening today, and please check us out on your favorite social media sites so you can meet our friend Perry Pearhead and stay up to date with the latest natural products, health news, natural remedies, health retailer and community spotlights, and much more. The Healthy Grocer would love to hear from you regarding previous shows, improving the show, or letting us know what topics you'd like to discuss. So please feel free to contact us live, on air, or email your questions to info@healthygrocerradio.com. All radio show podcasts can be viewed and heard live or on demand 24/7 at Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Spreaker, and on our website at healthygrocerradio.com. And remember, health is your greatest wealth.